1 second, please. What is HPC? For many years, engineers in special looking for a solution to launch and to simulate engineering problems and to have and to increase compute power. There are single solution to add so-called servers, compute nodes, in a structure and that increase compute power. This aggregation had some problems related to speed of the network that interconnect these nodes and storage speed of the nodes and also the cooling in big systems. But today we want to discuss about HPC as or the premises as a cluster HPC installed usually at company site, or access such HPC as a services, somewhat to call in the cloud. We'll start with the HPC on the premises. On the premises need investment, need to buy hardware, network, to build such system, and the main components of such system are compute nodes, storage node, hybrid or only CPU nodes, compute networking, and login network depend on the type of system installed for some particular requirements of the customer. Why one of the most important aspects of HPC cluster is compute network. So the network that interconnect all nodes, all servers. Here have two aspects about speed and much important it's latency. Latency is very important because if we don't have a small latency that do not increase with the number of the nodes, will for the big systems, as add more nodes, we risk to decrease performance of the system and not increase. That is very important, the speed of the networks. The de facto networks and technology used in compute networks, it's InfiniBand. And here we have a roadmap for InfiniBand up to 2030 with up to 3.2 terabyte speed. Some hardware solution that ProSys may provide. Here we have a so-called remote visualization node that's allowed to transfer image from the GPU or visualization node, which may be installed in the data center, to another office, where to allow to work in normal noise conditions. Such servers has very big noise for cooling. Compute nodes. Here it's a node with the latest AMD CPU, Genoa family, Such node may provide up to 5 teraflops power, compute power, a single node with 2 CPU. Here we have GPU nodes. GPU nodes is a node that have 1 or 2 CPU and usually 4 up to 10 GPU cards. These models have liquid cooling to increase density, storage. We use storage with the same network, InfiniBand, to increase speed. May have some simulation program may provide huge data and that request to have very high storage in the cluster installed. So here are some installation that was made in the past, in last years. The biggest has a number of cores at University of Galați, 624, and the most powerful is at the Minister of Defense with a special hybrid cluster, CPU, GPU. We tested these systems. 6.9 teraflops at Microtechnology Institute, for example, 20 teraflops at Galați, and 150 or 100 teraflops is estimated, is not tested with HPL test pack. The other side of other solution for access HPC to access compute power, it's as a services. This such of services is provided for some big players as Amazon, Google, and many other smaller companies. In fact, any user can access such services remotely from any internet location with more or less power compute. It's set up and paid surely by compute power that was contracted. What is the advantage of HPC as a services in contrast with HPC on premises? One of the biggest advantages is fast scale up and scale down. You can increase and decrease compute power, okay, at a single click. No need for high investment. So, in fact, it's no investment, only OPEX type in this type of services. No need for staff training in HPC. Have a very predictable compute power and cost, and not the last, access from any internet location. ProSys has launched 2 years ago such services. We have a cluster with about 8.5 teraflops and offer access to our customers. Here some specifications. We use AMD EPIC CPU, about 2 terabyte memory, 50 terabyte storage capacity, and use the same InfiniBand interconnect high-speed network. Our advantage related to these services, for each customer, for each user, resources are dedicated. It's not like in virtualization to have over provisioning or something like this. Costs are transparent. Application, we consider one of the big point is that we provide access to complete power with support with application installed, support for installation and optimization of your customer applications. The customer provide a license if it's a commercial software, and okay, if it's open source, it's okay. We install and provide all steps up to customer just log in and use these services. In others, other providers do not offer such services or offer at a very high cost to install on SYS or any other software. It's on payment base. Also, ingress and egress traffic is not metered like others. No over-provisioning, as I said. For some organization, may be important all data remain on national territory. And also all connection around VPN. Therefore, sensitive organization may provide much more secure connections. There is a website dedicated for these services. You can request a demo account to access these services. So the big question remains: HPC on the premises or HPC as services? The answer depends. It's very complicated. Here we have a summarization and we can compare HPC on premises, so classic system installed, hardware, software stuff and so on, power cooling, versus services, access, allocation, access a system on the cloud. The big difference, you see, scalability for HPC standard classic on premises, it's low, very low. To increase power, to add nodes, need investment, need space, need power, need to provision cooling and so on. For as a services, it's just a click away. Flexibility, cost for some organization may be very important. It's no investment, on just operational cost. Setup time, it's a very high difference to buy a cluster, to install a cluster. It's very time consuming, may be months, years. As a service, we can set up an account in a few hours if it's needed. So, okay, maybe some organization that by law do not can't can't access such services as and need to install on the premises. For such organization, we can provide standard classic HPC cluster systems. Why use HPC? It's valid for private or for governmental or academic institution. Okay, as a main advantage regarding model and technical advantage, it's very clear for anybody. For maybe an advantage for to access some national projects or European projects. In the last years, there was a project that was appointed with higher points for access to HPC on premises or as a services. They increase company research visibility. Okay, for other companies may have some other advantage regarding cooperation and so on. That was my presentation, and thank you very much.